So the California Crown is a Grade One. I believe it used to be the Awesome Again, which was always the premier Breeders' Cup prep for Santa Anita. It's the ninth race. It's run at a mile and an eighth on the Saturday card at Santa Anita, and we take a look at this field, and it's pretty good. It's the Bob Baffert Invitational. That's no big surprise with Newgate, National Treasure, and Muth. But you've also got the Dubai World Cup winner, Senor Buscador, and Sub Senador for Dick Mandela, and then Indispensable, a recent maiden who didn't run too bad against Muth in the San Vicente, and then Katona, who's a hard knocker. Now, the interesting thing about this race to me is that if you use Brisnet, you'll note that Sub Senador was listed as EP instead of E, but given what he did in the, I believe it was the San Diego handicap. I'm not sure what. I'm sorry, just the name escapes me. The last time I saw him go to the lead and be pretty stout from there, and I think it was because the race shape dictated that it would be advantageous to go to the lead. I think you may have a similar case here. His last race in the Iselin at Monmouth was I thought, a really cool ride because he caught the field completely by surprise. I love it when jockeys move early. And, even the Matt Dinnerman was just like, what? Il Miracolo looks shocked. And I thought that was definitely the case. He was withering a little bit late, but it was a really impressive ride more than anything else. Now, if you compare Subsenador to the other early runners in this field, he certainly is going to have his hands full with National Treasure and Muth, but it may be his only chance to win in that regard. So I have a feeling that Subsenador might just go to the lead in this one. In any case, well, that was a great race last time. I don't think he's in the same league with National Treasure and Muth. I mean, the Iselin's a long way from a Grade One. I think he's a pretty good horse, but ran his career best effort. And against these, I think maybe he might be in for a bit of a regression. So I'm going to pass on Subsanador here. Now, if you look at the rest of this race, the majority of the horses in this race like to run late. And to me, at Santa Anita, that spells doom for them. This is a track, the Breeders' Cup, I played against every closer in every race that was on the dirt at Santa Anita, and I was rewarded for it because it just doesn't play well to late runners. And you'll note even Senor Buscador is over Santa Anita, and it's not really a big surprise. I mean, the track doesn't play well to late runners. It plays to early speed. So if you look at the likes of, let's say, Senor Buscador, Katona, Newgate, is one who does not like to run a whole lot early. The track doesn't play well to him, especially when you've got a couple of premier early runners like National Treasure and Muth. I think they're all playing for underneath, even Senor Buscador. I just don't see where there'd be a scenario where he is going to be able to take this one down. I think he's going to run well, but and maybe he's got a puncher's chance. But if you consider Muth and National Treasure both Bob Baffert, do you really think he's going to have them both up there knocking heads and lights out in a pace duel to set it up? I don't think so. Now, if we look at the top two, and I think they are, no doubt about it, National Treasure and Muth are the two best horses in this race. National Treasure, I don't think, liked the mud in the Whitney. He can run a lot better than that. We know that. He's been a different horse at 4 since they've been running him aggressively. He's really been an excellent horse this year. And I think that with a rest running fresh in this race, I think he's the horse to beat. I like him more because he's got a little bit more back class than Muth does. I don't like the fact that Muth can't seem to run on a regular basis. He seems to always go to the bench. And, that's been the case with a lot of Bob Baffert horses this year. And I don't know, what the explanation is behind it, but that's something that kind of troubles me a little bit. The second thing is that he's a 3-year-old running against older horses. He's a nice horse, but I think head to head against National Treasure, I think National Treasure is the better bet. I have always liked National Treasure as a horse. I don't think he necessarily needs to go to the lead, but he very well may, and just take the rest of them down. It's just my feeling. I think Muth is certainly the San Vicente. He looked like he's running on all cylinders. He's a classy horse, and he's going to be tough here. But I just have a feeling that he's likely going to be second to National Treasure. And the rest of them, again, the running style, I think, is really prohibitive from giving them a chance to win this race. You got to, Sub Senor, I mean, if he runs the type of race he did in the Iselin, maybe he can squeeze into the money. But I just don't think he has the top end to deal with the top two in this race. So from a wagering strategy, I'm going National Treasure to win this. And hopefully we'll get some decent odds. Probably not, but if we do, we'll try. We're going to go with a 3-5 cold exact. I think Muth is the logical second choice. Then we'll go 3-5 box. Then we'll key box with National Treasure on top with Muth and Senor Buscador. And really, hopefully we can get paid 3 ways, because obviously that's going to be a really short exacta. Those are probably the 3 top horses in the race, without a doubt. For the trifecta, we'll do a tri-key with 3 on top with 5-6, 5-6. Then we'll do 3-5, 3-5 with 1-6-7. And then we'll do 3-5 with 1-6-7 with 3-5. This is a race that's going to be exciting to watch. ROI-wise, I'm not so sure it's going to be a lot of fun to bet. But will be going into the Breeders' Cup. I'm especially interested to see how National Treasure rebounds from the Whitney, and I think he will, and I think he's the horse to beat. Hope this analysis helps you with your own wagering strategy. Wish you the best of luck as always, and be on the lookout for more postings. We have ours for Aqueduct that are up, all 4 stakes races, and we're going to throw in a couple for Churchill Downs, and we'll try to cobble together a pick 5 before Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. Just go to take a look and see which one looks the most attractive to me. So that's it from here. I'll talk to you soon, and until then, be well.